Yo, I got my new ride in. Yo, wanna see it? For real. I'm about to have a night out on the town. Got my new ride in. Hold on. Let me flip the camera, you know what I'm saying, so y'all can see it. Ooh! 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 Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta spend that much money on a bike, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. She looking all pretty and nice over there. Look at that. Woo! Oh yeah, y'all about to get some bike chronicles. For real. Yo, man, I'm telling you. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood, would you be mine? Ain't nobody trying to record you. Yeah, what up? Won't you be mine? I'm telling you, man, let me tell you something. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, finish cutting this yard and weed eating and all the rest of that stuff. And then after that, I'm about to spend the night on the town. I stay in Southwest Charlotte. It's in the Still Creek area, not too far from Rivergate. Matter of fact, it's like I stay in like a triangle, so I'm not too far from Rivergate, shopping area, Bradwick, and Whitehall. I stay like kind of like in the middle of that triangle. You understand? And I can honestly say that there's been really no violence over here. You know, the last thing that happened over here, last incident that happened over here was in some apartment complex right up the street, right off of Still Creek. I forgot the name of it, where it was a guy, he got shot and killed, you know, inside the apartment complex. Now that apartment complex it's a little rowdy, I'm not gonna lie. It's known for, you know, being noisy. It's just that plain and simple. But for the rest of the area, you know, Still Creek, not bad at all. The incident that happened, or incidents that happened, for those that don't know, 5 people got shot, all in the same area since May the 8th. So the police have had to came to that area. I think it was Point Grand Apartments. You know what I'm saying? Right off of East Arwood and Nations Ford Road. So each time someone got shot in that area, the police had to, you know, go there and investigate. 5 people got shot in the same area. And this is ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? But stuff like that, I'm not trying to be funny. It happens in Charlotte once it gets warm. Whenever it starts getting warm in Charlotte, people start acting crazy. You know, we're not too far from Florida crazy and the Bronx, New York crazy. You know, but you know, people do get crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, I'm tired of talking about the shootouts. You know, the shootings, the robberies. You know, the home invasions. I'm tired of talking about that. It's just, it is a waste of time. Straight up. What I'm going to do from now on is start giving people solutions. That's it. You know what I'm saying? People want to know, what can they do? Because, you know, Charlotte is a nice place to stay. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the downtown or uptown area, all in that area is brand new. You can't beat a city like this. It's up and coming. You know, it's a city. It's a competitive city. I put it to you like that. It's the place that you want to be, because Charlotte is growing every day, and eventually it will be the go-to city for whatever, you know, they pretty much mark the city as being. Right now it's a banking city. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it's going to be in the near future. But yeah, man, my solution And I've always said this ever since I became a gun owner. My solution is to arm the people. It's just that plain and simple. Yeah, true indeed. If you have a firearm or a gun and you're going up against the bad guys, it may be a chance that you may lose. But at least you have something that can protect you, that can protect your life. At least you have an opportunity, a chance to stop the bad guys from doing you any harm. Straight up. We have to be vigilant. We have to stop being victims. That's what they call us out in the streets. For real. Victims. Matter of fact, I'll go even further and let you know that these guys not only call us victims, but they brag about robbing and shooting and killing us. They put it on wax, and it's there for all the radio stations, for everybody, for everyone to potentially hear how they shot, robbed, and killed us, our family members. No, this ain't the video for me to tell you don't move to Charlotte, because Charlotte is violent. Nah, this ain't it. This video is, yeah, go ahead and move. And if you don't have a firearm when you get here, make sure you get one when you get here. Make sure you know all of the gun rules, or rather should I say laws. And purchase you a rifle. Right now, if you have a North Carolina state identification, right? State ID. You can walk in any place that sells rifles and walk in with one and walk out with one today. Now with the handgun, it's something totally different. You need a permit for that. But if you have your CCW, your license to conceal carry, then you don't need a permit. You could walk in there, show them your CCW, and walk out with 3, 4, however many guns you want to buy today. It's the time for that turn the other cheek, and being religious is where it should be, in church. That's where the turn the other cheek and being religious and praying to God and forgiving people and all that shit. That's where that stuff needs to be, in church. But when you going up against the enemy, your EDC needs to be something other than some goddamn mace. And for those that don't know what EDC means, it means everyday carry. Straight up. While you in the house playing your PlayStation, in between time, you should be practicing by dry firing. It's a shame that we as minorities don't know this type of stuff. It's a shame. It's a shame that we as minorities don't know what the inside of Cabela's and pro-bass shops look like. It's a shame that most minorities don't know how to swim, don't know how to hunt. I put a video out on my other channel when I was talking about how black people don't know how to hunt. And this one guy, I'm not going to even say his name. It just sounds stupid, the shit that he was saying. He was like, that's not our culture. What? Hold on, let me get this right. Hunting is not our culture. I can understand if you said gaming. Gaming is when you shoot and you kill an animal, you chop the head off, and you post that shit up on your wall as a trophy. Hunting is shooting and killing an animal, cleaning it, gutting it out, cleaning it, and eating that shit. That's everyone's culture, especially the African Americans' culture. But this is what we need to be teaching our children. This is what we need to be teaching our single parents, the women that are raising our sons. If it ain't gonna be a man in the house because he left and ran away from his responsibilities, then we need to raise another one to be the man in the house, the next one up, and that's the son. I'm so goddamn tired of hearing about all these massive shootings and this person got shot and that person got shot. And every time you hear that type of fuckery going on, you never hear someone being armed. You heard that shit for the first time when that white guy shot the black people at the grocery store in Buffalo, New York. First time. Other than that, man, we need to have gun clubs. Straight up. Minorities, we need to have a gun club. Don't tell me, oh, well, you need to create a gun club. That's not my forte. For those that don't know, guns are not my forte. It's nothing. Guns are nothing. It's not something that I specialize in. Now, Pretty Ricky is something totally different. He's the one that put me on. I have gun knowledge. I did my research, but I'm not like I don't know. I don't want to say a fanatic. I'm just saying that I'm not into it like that. But I do know my rights. And I will fight for 2A. I will. It's just that I'm not the one to take the leadership role for 2A. That's the point that I'm making. But we definitely need to change the narrative to this story because it's always the same shit. Innocent bystanders always get killed. The good always die young. Get the fuck out of here. How the fuck the good die young? How? When they're good. When they're good people, all they do is do good. I'm telling you, if people are asking me, Langston, what are you really saying? I'm telling you, we need to arm good people. So they or we can kill the bad people or the bad guys. Straight up. The minute that we start arming our citizens, for real, like I'm being real, like making that shit mandatory. I'm thinking China, they make it mandatory for their kids to know how to shoot or go to Army, one of the two. They know some type of, you know what I'm saying, survival tactics or just tactical training, period. Shit, for the sake of this conversation, because you know I don't really deal with religion, but God forbid if we were to get in a shootout, you, me, and a couple other people were to get in a shootout with the bad guys, and I got shot in my shoulder. Well, who's gonna pick me up and pull me back? Who's gonna pick me up under my shoulders and pull me and push me back to safety? Pull me back to safety. I know most of you all won't. Why? Because y'all don't have the strength. Yo, I'm being dead ass serious. Only the strong will survive. Survival of the fittest. And I'm not trying to be funny with you, but I'm being real. We need to stop. It's okay for you to believe in your government, your local government. It's okay for you to believe in religion and in Jesus. My point in making to you, there's a time and a place to do that, though. The time and the place, when someone's trying to rob you or do some type of bodily harm to you, the time and the place is not for you to start calling on Jesus. The time and the place is not for you to call 911, because police officers, believe it or not, are not the first responders to your emergency call. You are. You're responsible for your life. You're responsible for your life on whether someone takes it or not. And if you don't put up a fight, that's on you. I truly believe that most Americans truly believe that Spider-Man, you know, Marvel comics and shit, like the multiverse and shit, like you gonna die in this universe, it's okay. But there's in another universe, you alive. Or you truly believe that Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and Iron Man and Superman is gonna come rescue you? Hulk, you know what I'm saying? The Avengers, they gonna Nighthawk, all them motherfuckers gonna Scarlet, you know what I'm saying? Are gonna rescue you and shit. Well, let me tell you something. That just may be the case for those good old white people. But us minorities, I ain't never seen Superman save a nigga from getting hung off a tree. Never. I ain't never seen Iron Man stop systemic racism. Because he's a billionaire. He can do that. He's part of the 1%. Matter of fact, he may be part of the Illuminati. Fight back. That's it. Fight back. Karis once said it in one of his albums. I can't, literally say what he said. You know what I'm saying? But he said in one of his albums, he was like, they asked him, how do you fight or go up against a bully, right? And he was like, once you pick up a bat and hit the bully in the head, he'll stop being a bully. And of course, it was a metaphor. It's the bully, America spelled with 3 Ks, and, the person that's being bullied, minorities, the black community. It's all about fighting back. If that racist dude that shot and killed all those black people, you know what I'm saying? If he knew that he was going up against a war, a battle, a bunch of motherfucking niggas, you know what I'm saying? He would probably be hesitant to shoot and kill anyone. But being that, and I'm not trying to put the blame game on a specific generation, so I'm not going to say which generation, but being that it was a particular generation that made racist white people feel comfortable, this is what you get now. Straight up. Like I said, I'm not going to say the specific generation, but you all made it okay for the average white racist person to call us niggas. Because let me tell you something about white people. Regular, decent white people know better. They know not to call us nigga. Matter of fact, they don't even want to use that name. They don't even want to use that word. It's a derogatory name. It's a derogatory statement. And they know that it can possibly hurt someone's feelings. You see, white people that are not racist have feelings. They're real human beings. And they know the difference between equality and inequality. So when I'm talking about white people, and I'm describing these white people in the most negative way, I'm not talking about the average white person that cares and that has a human heart. A human heart. And that's compassionate. That's caring. No, I'm talking about the white racist ass person that has hate in their blood for no reason. Because black people ain't never did shit to you. Never. If anything, and I'm not trying to be funny, if anything, all you Klansmen, when you see a black man driving down the street, you should make way. You should hold the traffic off for them, for that black man. You want to know why? Because he just may be en route to shoot and kill his own. In other words, he's doing a job for you. He's helping you out. These rappers that are talking about spinning around the block, shooting and killing their own, you're helping the alphabet boys. You talking about some I don't snitch, but you're doing just as much damage, if not worse damage, out in the streets than the person that snitched on you. He's talking about the crimes that you're committing against your own community. And you telling people not to snitch. You want the community to keep your fuckery silent. Well, that sounds like some white supremacy shit to me. You don't want us to call out your fuckery. You don't want us to tell the truth. Well, I tell you what, you live in my fucking community and you do some fucked up shit, I'm calling the cops on your ass. That plain and simple. You could take my black card all you want. You could say I ain't black. You could call me a sellout. You could call me all of that. But I tell you what, I won't tolerate it. I won't put up with that shit. I pay rent here. This is where I lay my head. I shit and sleep here. I have children here. I'm raising a family here. You think your fuckery? You think I'm gonna let you get away with that fuckery? That fuckery you got going on? No, that ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Not on my block. Not on my watch. I'm truly the neighborhood watch. And if I see some shit out of pocket, I'm calling 911. I don't give a fuck. That plain and simple. Because I want to live my life. And let me tell you something. Whatever the fuck is going on over there, that ain't my motherfucking job. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you, I became an adult the minute that I realized that crime, violence, and negativity and all that shit is for the cops. That shit ain't for me. Just not. Let me tell you what's for me. Vacationing. Pretty ladies. I'm just joking. Vacationing. Accomplishing goals. Making sure that my children grow up to be outstanding people. Smiling, laughing. That's my job description right there. Those are my duties. Period. Shit, a shootout pop off or some shit like that, I'm running away from that shit. I let the cops handle that type of shit. See, that's the problem, man. Y'all be quick to be on some shit like, man, I see Langston, I can't fuck with him because he ain't on street code. I'm not on street code. I'm not, nigga. I'm a grown ass man. What the fuck I look like on some street code? I listen to what the fuck I say and did. Plain and simple. That plain and simple is nothing complicated. And let me tell you something about me, man. I've been independent most of my life. And this is the reason why it's easy for me to tell you all what to do when it boils down to violence in Charlotte. It's easy. You have to become more independent. You cannot allow the police officers, you cannot put your lives as well as your family's lives in the police officer's hands. You just can't. You can't trust them. Matter of fact, do you know them? Do you know? This is what's so crazy in the South. I don't know about the North. Like sometimes in the North, the cops live nearby or they live in, the neighborhood and shit like that. But as far as dealing with the South, cops don't tend to live in your neighborhood. Matter of fact, to be real with you, it's two cops that live in mine. So if you live in a decent neighborhood, matter of fact, you might want to live in a neighborhood where a police officer lives in, because that assures that it's going to be safe. Like, it has to be a crazy ass motherfucking maniac motherfucker that wants to that wants to get to your ass, like really, really wants to get to your ass. Knowing that there's a police officer in the community and he's still trying to get to you. That, you know what I'm saying? But most people with logic, they ain't gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? If it's a cop inside your community. But for the most part, there's no cops inside our communities to protect us. It's not. So therefore, the average, you know what I'm saying? And then precincts, they're just now building Charlotte, that is. They're just now building like new precincts because different parts or areas of Charlotte have become more populated. There's more houses being built, more apartments being built. In other words, there's more people to police. You understand? So, like right now, the one that we have, Still Creek Police Department, they just built that a couple years ago. And that's really like for traffic tickets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really for like murders and shit like that. The precinct that we have right up the street. You know what I'm saying? So it's best that you take matters into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? Make this a family event. Take your family out there to the gun range. Those that are of age, and get your family, you know what I'm saying, the proper schooling, you know, in order to shoot a firearm, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my solution, and I'm gonna end it, man. I'm not gonna talk about the massive shootings and shit like that occurred. You know, I'm really pretty much done with all the negative, violent shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all know. Y'all already know if you don't know already. You know what I'm saying? There's violence in Charlotte. And the way that you protect yourself from the violence is to pick up a firearm your goddamn self in order to protect and defend you and yours. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video.